So I'm up here, Wapato Hills. I just got up the first hill. I lost my breath a little bit. Anyway, a lot of anxiety today. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt a lot of you probably are feeling the same thing. Just everything kind of builds. I've been doing a lot of focused, I guess you'd call it meditations. Though it's hard to stay in a calm state for very long where I can get a sense of being relaxed and so that's why I come out here. To me, nature reveals a lot. It reveals a lot that's real to me. It reveals a lot of truth. Man, it's crazy up here because, there's still these burnt, a lot of burnt trees and plants, and now with all the rain, you get like the bottom of that tree had caught on fire, and now you have water built up, and it just makes like this just creepy looking, just I mean, look at that reflection with the burnt bushes. It's going to be interesting seeing this whole area. Part of the car. This whole area when spring starts happening. That's crazy. I've walked by here many times, but there's part of a car there. You can see that. I have a feeling the fire burnt underground here for a while, and then caught roots on fire, and then caught the base of these trees on fire. So I don't know if that completely kills. It can kill a tree, I guess. That would be really man. That'd be fucking crazy if that whole area swamped out too over there. I walked down there one day. It's like the fire did continue underground. up here. Bet ya. Well, I hope you all are doing good. It's really becoming a struggle sometimes. You know, keeping my fucking shit together, man. Being sober, you know, is a really good thing. Haven't had, well, I had one beer on Christmas, but I hadn't had a beer before that for like a month. Oh, one beer on Christmas, like, fucked up my sleep. I'm just drinking coffee, which is good. Thought about doing an edible, kind of see if that helps a little bit. So over here, I'd filmed this area quite a while ago, and they put a bunch of straw down and everything's dead. Somebody hung up some beer cans or something back there. Huh. It's weird. Oh, they put them in the branches. It's kind of a clearing over there. Huh. Man, just burnt out so much up here. It's insane. Base of that tree. So yeah, what's interesting about this walk is I go down the next area down here, it becomes completely different. It didn't really get burnt at all, and it's beautiful moss, tree in the trees, and it's really nice. Yeah, I think it's really time for every single person on Earth. Oh, there's robins flying. To do some soul searching. You know, find a way to. Oh, there's birds everywhere up there. Cool. Wow. Lots of robins. Hi. Oh, cool. Be eating the plums. Yeah, you really have to approach selfless life. stop identifying with everything you think you are. You know, all of the crap that society puts on us, to, you know, all these different labels and names and things we're supposed to identify with. It's all crap. If you're gonna identify with anything, identify with that right there. So many things you can just, you know, patient, still, silence, strength, longevity. So many beautiful. Whoa! Wow, that was like a rock. It's a huge bird, whatever it was. Okay. So now we're getting into more of the area that didn't get hit by the fire. And you see all the nests and the trees. It's beautiful. The moss starts just growing on these trees. Anyway, so venture into, you know, turn off your mind, relax and float downstream. You know, it is being. There you go. Do everything you can to, if you can't turn off your thoughts, recognize where your thoughts are going. If you have negative thoughts, if you have anything like that, you have some work to do. Negativity, you know, eliminating negativity inside yourself is the first step. You can't eliminate negativity outside yourself always, but in the reflection, you'll be able to recognize it more. Whoa, there it is. Oh, that's a hawk. Oh, wow, it's a hawk. Wow. There he goes. Man, almost looked like an eagle. So, you know, if there's things in life that cause anger, hatred, animosity, jealousy, all of that, you know, you may think it's coming from outside you, but actually it's directly inside you. That's the problem, is you think that you can blame everything else for your inner turmoil, but in actuality, it's the inner turmoil that's reflecting on your emotions. So sometimes people need somebody to be the voice for their anger, and you know, that's the scary part of the herd poisoning through crowd intoxication, crowd manipulation, where somebody speaks to a crowd, can rile them up, you know, can influence. And I'm not just talking about somebody speaking to an actual crowd. I'm talking about, it can be somebody that's, it can be through a newspaper, it can be through many things, the media. Step away from being being the crowd and be a selfless individual where you have yourself, but understand what it is. If you have pride and stuff like that, well, understand, why do you have pride? You know, what makes you any better than anybody else? You know, it's just like, that's the whole freaking illusion. It's like, we're all in the same boat, man. You know, and to really understand some basics, some life basics, that all we really want is to just have a little peace in our life, and you know, I mean, none of us are on the planet for that long, and it seems like the planet's in jeopardy, you know. Or is it just humanity's in jeopardy? Maybe the planet's actually ultimately doing fine, and it will mend anything that humans unleash on it. That's probably more real. Humans can unleash all kinds of crap, and humans will suffer. The planet will suffer, but the planet it'll come back, you know. But there's no reason for a over negatively stimulated human brain, because that is the brain. That is the ego trip that causes horrible violence and death and destruction and oppression. That's the brain. That's not the spirit. That's not. So becomes a war. It's a war inside the head. You know, it's a war inside your head. And if you let it fight you, you will suffer. So don't. Step out of the crowd. Become selfless. Find the uniting aspects about being human and about being one with your surroundings. If it wasn't for this beautiful plants and vegetation, we wouldn't be alive, because we have to eat, we have to breathe, we have to have shelter in many ways. I mean, you know, in certain environments, it's impossible really to survive very long without shelter. And guess what? It's all these beautiful trees, you know. Most shelters are made out of some kind of wood or something that came from the earth. Most everything you ingest comes from the earth. Basically, I guess, right? You can eat synthetic food, but still, where does it come from? Maybe the basics of what it comes from naturally. But if you can, I have to say, get out into nature. Get out of your head. You know, look closely. Look closely. You know, I mean, it's constant birth and rebirth, regeneration, and beauty, and everything. And if you're not seeing that, then inner work must be done. Inner cleansing, whether it's who you listen to, who you're around, what you eat, so many things involved. What intoxicants? So all right, well, everybody take care. Feels good to get a little exercise. My anxiety is going down. It's really done a number on creativity at times. It can be inspiring, but you know. All right, take care.